Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. Alright guys, today is Thursday, December the 22nd, 2022. Let's just jump right into it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this an 8. General Hospital is the only soap that's still giving it to you. These have been actually it's been Christmas episodes. They have the Christmas background, the settings, the Merry Christmas, the going to each other, but they still are staying with their storylines. Whereas other soaps are just kind of doing fillers. But anyways, child, let's go into this with Nicholas and Esme. So Nicholas and Esme are talking, right? And he comes to her because Nicholas is drunk. I said, "Sir, all right, keep going to Esme drunk. She's gonna push you down and run out that room, her and Ace." So he goes up in the room and she says, "Why? What are you doing here? And why are you drunk?" She said, "What? Ava finally found out you're not pursuing Ava. What? She finally found out that you're no good and everything." And she said, or I can't wait until you find out I'm not the hook killer and you undid all this for nothing, baby. He already know." And so he's upset and he's lonely, really. And so he wants to talk to somebody, but you can't go to your prisoner to talk. But that's exactly what Nicholas has done. And she reminds him, "I'm your prisoner." And he says, she was like, "You're so lonely. Um, you're so lonely that you come down here to talk to me." So then what ends up happening is she tells him, "I'm sleeping on moth eating sheets and it's cold down here." I said, "Now Nicholas, you can't do this pregnant woman like that." And so anyways, he ends up leaving and he comes back and he gives her better sheets and he turns up the heat and he says, "Don't tell me I haven't done anything for you." And then she tells him, and then he tells her, "And if you think you know lonely now, wait until you are on Cassadine Island." And she kind of smiled because what is Esme planning, y'all? Y'all know I be in and out of these episodes sometimes. What has she planned? What is in the little tissue on on the Christmas tree? Anyway, child, that was it with them. So then we go to Spencer. I told y'all the teens had a big storyline. So then we go to Spencer and Trina, right? So he's come over there because he's trying to talk to her about see how she is in regards to everything that's went down with Rory and just how she's feeling. And he says, he was like, "I don't have to be here. I shouldn't have came." And she said, "Shoes off, so come on in. I know I'll be telling people too. When you hit my door, take those shoes off because my girl likes to walk around and roll around on the floor, and I can't. I microband it and everything, clean it up, but I can't be having you tracing any and everything on here. It's already bad enough what you putting on yourself." Nikki, focus. Okay. Anyways, Trina tell him to come on here. And he says, "Where is everybody?" She said, "Movie night." I said, "Well, where is the movie? I thought they were all right there." But anyways, they all went to watch a movie, so they left Trina and Spencer there to talk alone, right? And so he tells her it's his fault. Like he asks her how she's doing, and she says, "Not well." He was like, "Whoa, your family really went overboard with the decorations. I guess it's moving into the house first year at Christmas, you go overboard." She said, "No, they did this for me because of Rory." He said, "But it didn't help." And she said, "No, honestly, she didn't need all this. She wanted low key, because she, Trina feel bad because she realized she had feelings with Nicholas and not Rory." Anyways, so not Nicholas, Spencer, y'all. So anyway, Spencer is talking to her and he feels bad too because he feels like all this is because of me. If I had never fell for Esme, none of this would have happened. He says, and if Esme is the hook killer, then she'll come after me. I'm her biggest target because she knows hurting me would hurt you, and she also knows hurting you would hurt me. But it would, if she's really going after Trina and everybody who helped Trina, then he would be their biggest target. So he's going to try to lure her out. And she said, "That don't make no sense, Spencer." And he said, "What? No, it makes perfect sense." Like she said, "You can't be a target. That you like, what's the rest of the plan?" He said, "I ain't really worked that out yet." I said, "Here goes Spencer with them half plans he be doing." He said, "But I'm going to." So then she tells him, "You know why this plan won't work unless," and he said, "What?" She said, "You have me." I said, "Okay, y'all. This how y'all gonna try to get together, but I'm here for it." So he said, she said, "You got to have me in it." And he was like, "No, absolutely not." She said, "No, if you're gonna put yourself at risk, if you really want to lure Esme out, that would make her so livid to know that we're together. Like we turned to each other in comfort because he told her he wasn't leaving town. He got to take care of Esme and everything unless she wanted him to leave town. I'm sorry, I forgot to add that at the beginning. And she tell you, she don't want you to leave town, boy. But anyways, they shake on it and they agree that they're gonna pretend that they turn to each other. I said this gonna turn real, but don't y'all mess up their relationship like you did this whole Brooklyn and Chase thing. Don't you do it. Baby, here go Jocelyn and got into herself a little wreck. I said, "What's wrong with her vehicle?" Because I know she driving a Beamer. They got flat runs. But anyways, I don't really know what was wrong with the vehicle. I wasn't paying attention. But Jocelyn see somebody come up and she says, "Oh no, I figured out what was wrong, but it's Dix." And she said, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I was following you, telling you." And she said, "What would Sonny feel about that?" He said, "As long as I get the hook and not you, I mean I get the hanger and not you." I said, "Oh please." And so, anyways, they doing this whole thing back and forth where I don't want to see you, and yes, you do want to see me. I don't want to talk to you. Yes, you do want to talk to me. Then the next thing you know, they're kissing, and my niece and nephew were like, "Oh, oh!" I said, "Hush, hush." But even I was like, "Dang, devour her face much." But anyways, so by this time her ride had came up or whatever, the tow truck or what and everything. And so she pushes him away because he says sorry. You are making things complicated, but Jocelyn making things complicated too. Like, don't be a hypocrite anymore. I'm sorry, I know y'all like it, but she's just a teen, she's just learning. No, she is not. If you want to be all up in grown people faces, talking to them the way Jocelyn talked to them, okay, well, we're gonna treat you like an adult. What you're doing, what difference is that between what Sonny and Nina were doing? You just not sleeping with Dix, but if you could, you would. So, girl, don't be a hypocrite. Not damn other time. That's why you was all upset telling Nina, "I'm not you." Yes, yeah, you acted just like her. But anyways, child, let's move on. So we see Carly is trying to talk to Jocelyn because she's like, "We got the I got the Christmas movie and stuff ready for you. Hit me back." And then Ava comes over. She gets a knock on the door, and it's Ava with Avery, and she says, "Merry Christmas, Mama Carly." Oh my gosh, this is the cutest little girl, right? And so there, Carly tells them to come in. You can get some hot cocoa, and I have a present for you. And Ava was like, "I'm gonna wait in the car." And she said, "No, Ava, come in, but I'm not gonna beg, girl." And Ava said, "All right, Carly." So she go ahead and go in, and then they playing with the walkie-talkie. So Avery leaves, and that gives Carly and what's her name, Ava, time to talk. And so when the two of them are talking, they said, what you was gonna do in the car, talking to Nina about me? And she said, "Girl, we don't talk about you like that." Like, Carly, why would you assume that? Oh, I can't stand people. But anyway, she was like, "Oh, what? Talk about Nicholas?" And she said, "Oh, what? Trouble in paradise after you gave me all that about my divorce?" And she said, "Yeah, karma's a shrew indeed." And so then she tells Carly, like, Nicholas cheated on me with multiple times with multiple women. And Carly was like, "What? Dang." She was like, "For real, Ava, I'm sorry about that." She said, "I didn't think Nicholas was crazy enough to do that." She said, "Me either, but it is what it is." And then, Ava gets a little emotional, and so they get up and leave, and that's it with them. And they just had a cute little moment. And then Jocelyn comes in, and Dex is with her, and she like, Carly's like, And so Jocelyn tells her she had a little car trouble and everything. And then they go in and watch the movie, and that was it with them, child, because I'm not gonna hold you long on that. So then we see, how have I talked 9 minutes? See, this is what happens when you getting all off topic, girl. So then we see Dante. Okay, so Chase is arriving. Brooklyn's so happy to see Chase, and then Dante and Sam come up, and she says, Brooklyn goes to that stage and said, "We having an ugly sweater contest," and Detective Falconeri has entered, and Dante said, "I like this sweater. That's one of my best sweaters." Because Sam said, "I didn't know you entered." He said, "I didn't." And I was like, "What's wrong with his sweater?" Or whatever. So, anyways, Link's gonna come up to her and say and tell Brooklyn, "Are we doing this or not? Because y'all 10 minutes overdue from performing." And Chase go on up there and he performed with Blaze. And I said, "So is Blaze gonna have a part in this or not?" And I don't care. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time if General Hospital is not going to invest in a storyline like this whole Brooklyn Chase, Lynx, and Blaze. Then I'm not gonna invest my time in reviewing it. They go up there and perform and stuff, and Chase is looking at Brooklyn like he won her, and so then they say, okay, it was a great performance, we did great and everything, they're happy about it, and we could make some things happen. So then Brooklyn talking to Chase because she thinking they finna get back in a relationship, because he tell her he gonna say thank you for what you did with, giving my career back. So she think they about to get it back in a relationship, and he said, no girl, mm-mm, none of that, because at the end of the day you made my career choice for me. And she said, I'm sorry. And I said, Brooklyn, you were wrong for that. And but he tells her no, and then they get him and Blaze get up there and sing Silent Night. Let's move on. So then we see Dante, Sam, Mac, and Felicia, and they're all talking or whatever. And then Mac gets a call and it's work related, and he tells Felicia, I need you to come with me. So then he tells them that Gloria, what was her name? God dang it, Nikki. Gloria Miller, is that her name? Her earring was found. Now she was Ryan's first Ryan's first victim. And you know how they like to keep mementos and everything of this. And so they was like, why is her earring? That was the earring that Rory had on him. So they was like, we need to go speak to Ryan. Now we're gonna jump over here because Sasha and Nina were there, and Nina's cracking the corner. And y'all gonna say Nina, but anyways, so Donna and Sunny come up, and she gives Donna gives Nina a really cute Christmas ornament that she made for her and Sunny, and it was a really cute moment. And then Sasha takes Donna to get hot chocolate, right? And and see the reindeer and get hot chocolate, and she tells Sasha, you want to know what I asked Santa for? Wait, if I tell you, will it come true? And she said, baby, that's the tooth fairy and stuff. You got birthday wishes. When it comes to Christmas, you got to tell your wish so you can get what you want. And so she says, what I would like to happen is for you to, be happy, find happiness. And it was a sweet moment between those two. That was so sweet. I said yes, because Sasha has had a rough year, child. So then we see Nina and Sunny talking. She thanks him for what he did for Sasha, and they're just having a happy Christmas together. That's pretty much it. I'm not gonna hold you long on that because it wasn't much. Baby, this is my couple. Y'all know this is my favorite couple now that Nicholas and Ava are not a couple, because these were number two, but they are moved to number one now. So Heather Weber is decorating Ryan. I said, girl, you ain't right for this. She'll put him on some reindeer ears and Santa Claus beard. I said, you're not right, because you know this man can't fight you on this. But anyways, child, she gave him a gift or whatever. And I said, now, Heather, open that gift, because you know he can't do anything with it. So around this time, she hears them PCPD come in, and so she hides this gift. And Dante said, Heather, what you doing with Ryan? Get away from him. And Heather was like, because she plays her act very well. And she was like, oh, she said, is that Mac and under all that scruff? And then she was like, is that your highness of Felicia and all this? And so she talking to them or whatever. And they were like, what you doing with him? And she said, oh, I just help him talk or whatever when the orderlies go. I help, and they was like, oh, so good, so you could translate what he's saying to us. And he told them, y'all know if it ain't with Ava, we not supposed to do anything. Like, y'all not supposed to have any conversation with me. That's Jordan's orders. And then Dante said, listen, when somebody was killed, and because Dante feeling this Rory killing real hard, right? And so Mac makes him leave, right? And so it's then Dante leaves, and it's just Felicia, what's her name? Heather, Ryan, and Mac. And so they tell him about Esme. And he said he ain't got nothing to do. Like, he don't know. They said, no, this memento was found. Like, this is Gloria's earring, and that's 30 years ago. Why was it on the hook killer? It was on the officer, so it came from the hook killer or whatever. And so Ryan don't know, but they told him we're having your room searched as we speak. And Heather said, y'all could do that. They said, yeah, we could do it, like if we feel like it would help in the investigation. But Ryan is just sitting there or whatever, and they finally leave, but they tell him, you're up to your eyeballs in. And I said, how is Ryan guilty of any of this when he is just sitting there? They be killing me. They said we know there's a connection between you and Esme. There's something deeper going on here. See, you darn right. And so, anyways, Heather Weber says, we're gonna find this is earlier, but I'm saying it now. We're gonna find out where Esme is and rain pain down on anybody who's done anything to her. But then anyways, she says, well, I'm gonna here's your gift again, because everybody's left. And he grabs her and he said, now you the only one that had that earring on that necklace. How did the necklace, like, how did the earring get, on Ryan? Like, what's going on? I said, wait, Heather got something to do with it? Heather, what you up to? What is going on? The only reason I'm still interested in this whole thing, because I had lost interest in the hook killer, honestly, is because, baby, I love me some Heather and Ryan. And she said, because he hurt her arm, and she said, you're not going to get your gift for that. And then she started singing Silent Night and left. I said, baby, I love me some Heather Weber. What are you doing? How did the necklace get out? Who are you working with, Heather? I don't know, child, but I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. And y'all, that was General Hospital today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, I will be going live tomorrow night, December the 23rd, 7 Eastern, 6 Central, and 4 on the West Coast. Thank you so much for watching.